3D Hobby Shop. Fly the best. 3DHobbyShop.com.
Hey guys, welcome to another 3D clinic session here with Bonedoc and my lovely wife In. Today we're going to talk about mixing, in particular knife edge mixing. It's probably one of the most important mixes that you could do to make an airplane feels better. So with this I have my trusty AJ Slick. Let's do a quick free flight routine here. Left, up, down, left, right. Alright, let's power up. Okay. What you'll notice is that the airplane might have slightly different mixes when you're going left to right versus right to left. The other thing that you need to make sure you do is that the CG and lateral balance is perfect. Okay. You see a slight roll coupling there, not so much in pitch. Okay. Going the other way. See the coupling there. So we're going to land and we'll mix it out. The roll coupling itself is pretty minimal and I usually just fly it out. But if you're going to do some precision maneuvers, it might be helpful. Okay, take a close-up shot, hon. So let's go ahead, open our spectrum. I'm right here in mix 1. First thing you want, the master would be rudder, right? Because that's what you want controlling. And in this case, let's mix out the aileron first. Okay, so now here, I'm rudder, aileron, rate. Okay, when I increase, we'll see where the surface is going. Okay, that's going where I want to go. No, that's going the opposite of where I want to go. So I want to go negative here. When you first start out, you could start 5% at a time. And then once you figure it out, probably a little bit more. Okay. Because basically, the mixes that you want is when you put a right rudder, you want to put a left aileron. And so a negative mix is what ends up happening here to get where we need to be. Okay, and then the other way. Again, I'll put it again at -5. And we'll fly it and see how it goes, okay? Let's fly it again. And again, like what I said, it's crucial that your airplane is already properly trimmed. Your CG is right, you're not, otherwise, okay, it looks better. Maybe just a couple % more. Definitely much better though. But in this direction, it's I'd say it's nearly perfect. Double check my CG also, just to make sure I'm a little bit tail heavy there. Let's land. So again, from right to left, but left to right, pretty much perfect. Back to our mixes again. So left to right, right to left, I'm putting right rudder at the top side. So I needed to add, I'd probably say about 3% more. Whereas the other way, left to right, I put left rudder, and all I needed was 5%, and that was about right. Let's fly it again and go from there. And again, when you're mixing also, you want to mix the aileron and the elevator separately. It's getting a little bit windy now. Ideally, when you do this, you want to do it in a relatively calm condition to make sure. Okay, there you go, hands off. Just a touch of pitch, but I think our roll is already pretty good right there. Okay, so I'd settle for 8% there, right to left, and about 5% left to right. The other thing we need to mix out is just a little bit of pitch coupling. It's not a big deal. And again, pitch coupling is influenced also by your CG, because that where your CG is will determine where your neutral elevator is. Okay. So I'd say we're pretty much done with our rudder to aileron mixing. Let's mix out rudder to elevator. So we had that on mix 1. On mix 2, we activated by pressing this button. Again, master is rudder. And this time, elevator is our slave. Okay? And if you remember, it just pitch just a touch to the belly. So that's what we want on. Okay, when we turn the rudder, we want to add some up elevator there. Alright, so let's take a look. What does a positive? No, positive actually makes it deflect more into and cause it to pitch to the belly. Okay, there you go. Look at the tail. Could you focus on the tail? If you see, as the rudder moves, the elevator moves up. Okay, so that's what we want. I'd probably set it to, again, 5% there. And from experience, there's going to be a little bit more mixing going from right to left. So I'll go ahead and put maybe 8%, just for kicks.
Not too windy.
Huh?
Not too windy.
Let's try it again. All right. There's still a little bit more to be done. I'm just That's pretty good. I'd be happy with that. That's pretty much nice. Hands off right there. Okay? I don't recommend, if you're rather new, to do this. But if you're relatively comfortable, you could, with your skills, you could do this. Say, for the most part, pretty much mixed out all the coupling here on the slit. As you can see, my knife edge is pretty much hands off. If anything, I probably have a little bit too much roll and maybe just a touch too much elevator. I'll take it down by 1% or so. But if you can get it to within this range, it'll be nice. You'll be happy with what you have. Okay, let's take it up for a little victory roll. Can't end with just a mix. And if you've been following the AJ thread, you'll notice that they're arriving on the boat now from China. So Ben told me I could fly mine low. But I hate building because I just don't have time to build, so let's play it safe. Try landing like that with other planes. You might rip the gear out, but not with a 3D hobby top plane. Alright folks, that's the end of it. Thank you, hon.